All right, guys, today we got our second conic section called an ellipse. It says graph and write equations of ellipses. Ellipses are basically just a stretched out circle, kind of an oval. You would probably think of them as an oval, but let's see what we got here. An ellipse, first of all, set of all points in a plane, such that if you add the distances between two fixed points called the foci, it's one of my favorite math words, foci. It's plural for focus. There's two foci in an ellipse, and if you take a point on the ellipse and measure that distance and that distance, it's always the same. So that's what makes it an ellipse. The line that connects the line through the foci, the two vertices, is called the major axis. The major axis is the longer axis, which also the foci are on that one. The center is in here. The other two, the other axis is called the minor axis. It's shorter. It does not go through the foci. And the points at the end of the major axis are called vertices or vertex. The minor axis is called co-vertices. And here's, I don't know why I drew that, it's all down here. So like here, if your two foci are on this axis, that means this is the major one, also the longer axis. This is the minor one. The vertex is at the end of the major, the co-vertex end of the minor. Now it can also work the other way. This could be the major axis, where the two foci are on top of each other. Minor axis, co-vertex, major axis, vertex. Now, the equations are down here. They look exactly the same. The only difference is the a squared and b squared switched. If you look at the two equations, the a squared and b squared switched. A squared is always a bigger number. That's how you can tell which one's which. The a squared is the bigger number. If it's under the x-axis is the major axis. If it's under the y squared is the major axis. That's a huge point. All right, standard equation. Here it is right here. The a squared is underneath the x, which means the x, the horizontal, is the major axis. The vertex plus or minus the square root of a, co-vertices plus or minus square root of b, squared, just b. Second one, the a squared is underneath the y, which means the y-axis is the vertical axis is the major, which means your vertices are 0 plus or minus a, co-vertices plus or minus b. Yeah, and the way you're going to find your ellipse is you're going to find c. C squared is a squared minus b squared. And that's how you're going to find your foci today. The foci are c away from the center, so you have to find c. Let me show you a couple of examples. It'll make a lot more sense. There we go. It says graph the equation right here. Identify the vertices, the co-vertices, and the foci. Okay. Right now I have this. I have 4x squared plus 25y squared equals 100. I don't know if you noticed on the other slide, the equation always had two fractions in it and always equaled 1. So what I'm going to do first is divide everything by 100, all three terms by 100. That makes that 1. 4 goes into 100 25 times. 25 goes into 100 4 times. And there's my equation. Now, because the bigger number is underneath the x, that means the x is the major axis. So I'm going to go 5. Remember, that's a squared underneath x. So I'm going to go 5 to the right, 5 to the left. There's a 4 underneath the y. Square root of 4 is 2, so I'm going 2 up, 2 down on the y-axis. And you can already tell your ellipse is going to do this right here. There's your ellipse. That's terrible. Sorry about that. It's a stretched out circle, except that terrible part I do. Let me erase that real quick. Okay, that's not much better. So it says find the vertices. The vertices are the end of the major axis. So your vertices are plus and negative, positive and negative 5 and 0. Your co-vertices, I'm going to put CV, are these two on your y-axis, which are 0 and plus or minus 2. And the last thing it needs are the foci. And here's what we haven't done yet. The way you find the foci is you always do c squared is a squared minus b squared. Now, a squared and b squared are these two numbers in your equation, the 25 and the 4. So I'm going to say, okay, that's 25 minus 4, which is 21. If you take the square root of 21, you get plus or minus square root of 21. So the foci, they're going to be on the x-axis because it's the major axis. So it'd be plus or minus square root of 21, 0. Now, square root of 21, like if you punch it in your calculator, it's 4 point something. So my one foci would be at 4 point something there. The other foci would be at negative 4 point something way over there. Okay, so that's what it's asking. You want to watch that slide one more time? It's a pretty good one. All right, this one says, we're going backwards. Write an equation of the ellipse from the picture here that has a vertex at 0, 4, a co-vertex at negative 3, and a center at 0, 0. Okay, so I'm putting my x squared, my y squared over something, and it equals 1. Now, the vertex is at 0, 4, which is right there. So, but I know the vertex, that's the major axis, which means the bigger number is underneath the y. And because it's 4, that's my a, just square it and you get 16. Same thing with, this is the minor axis, so I'm going to do the same thing. It goes to 3 and negative 3. If you square 3 to get b squared, it's 9. That's all you have to do. If you know that much stuff, you're done that quickly. And one more here. It says write an equation that has vertex at negative 8, 0, right there, and focus at 4, 0, center at 0, 0. So here's what I know. It's x squared over something, y squared over something equals 1. Vertex is at negative 8 and positive 8. And it's underneath, it's on the x-axis, which means x is the major. If you square that, you get 64. What you don't know is what goes underneath your y. But I do know what the foci are. They're 4 and negative 4. Remember, the foci are c away. So c is 4, because they're 4 away from the center right there. So don't forget this one right here. C squared is a squared minus b squared today. So if I square c, that's 16. I know what a squared is. It's right there. Okay, it's the major. It's always the major axis. So that's 64 minus b squared. So it's basically asking you here, what do you subtract from 64 to get to 16? And the answer is 48. Now here's the cool thing. That's b squared, and to be honest, I don't care what b is. I need the b squared. B squared is what goes in your equation, is the b squared. So put the 48 there. Guys, that's it. Okay, all you got to do. So again, not a bad day. If you need to watch this one more time, I wish you would. Take some good notes. I'll see you in class tomorrow and work on it. See you then.